puff and puff myself. All right, welcome to the Cam. We got Alex here. How long have you been my intern for?
February. So a few months now.
Few months. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you follow me on Snapchat, you've seen just gems of her there, including her announcement that there's free Jimmy John's subs yesterday, which is really important, or her KFC Famous Bowls that she brings to my house. So all of those are really special. But I wanted to have her on today to talk about obviously this is going to be a glowing report of what it's like to work with me, but I also wanted her to talk about, she's in school at FITM right now, so maybe about like finding a job with someone in the industry you're interested in. Has more of like an event planning background type of thing.
Yeah,
But,
I came into FITM wanting to do events and event planning and more of set design, but I just happened to stumble upon this, and
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So the reason, I can also talk about the reason why I chose her as an employer, because while it's wonderful to want someone like crazy crafty and only like someone, I didn't want to hire someone exactly like me, because a lot of the help I need is, the shipping, the managing inventory, a lot of like the logistics of my business. When it comes to the other stuff, there's just two of us, so I've got that down. So yeah, it was good. I didn't anticipate hiring someone that was like way better at like logistics than I am, but I'm awful at them, so that's really not a super high bar.
Yeah, and I'm good at that.
She's awesome at it. Like,
which
totally
is
gets off on it.
It's crazy, OCD like crazy. But that's interesting you see that, just because event planning has so much to do with
totally
all of that stuff, and that's probably why I like working here too.
Yeah, I think after I hired her, I realized that I was like, oh, that actually makes so much more sense, because I hadn't hired anyone before. She's my first.
Yay.
So she planned and came up with 5 reasons.
That planner, I have to.
in true like organized form, 5 reasons why she likes working here. So I'll let her tell those to you.
Alrighty. So let's just say, first I want to talk about the energy here. It's super productive and positive, which is number 1 on my list. Like anywhere that I go, like if it's for an interview or just working like those like nameless retail jobs that you just like hate going to, and like the manager hates her life like every single time she walks in, just like it's horrible. I hate working. You don't even want to get up and go to work. So I'm really glad this place is super productive, and like the energy is spot on. It's so positive. So that's the main reason why I like working here. We work together as a team a lot, and I love that. It's not just like boss and intern, I'm gonna go get coffee. It's actually the other way around.
I make her great maca coffee. I've gotten her hooked on that maca and ghee situation.
The butter you put in.
That's the ghee. That's what the butter's called.
Oh,
she doesn't know what it
butter.
is.
Okay.
She doesn't know what it is, but I make it every morning for her. So, for me to speak to that, there's once again, there's only 2 of us, and my office is my house, and like, so those boundaries are already blurred. I don't have a real office.
Yeah.
It's just like, so it lends itself to this situation where we kind of co-work together.
Yeah, and I didn't even think I would like working from like an office at home. Like I've always thought of myself like working in like corporate or like in a big old office, delegating with that. But
someday.
Turns out, we'll see, but turns out I love this right now. I don't know, I like working from home, and I think it has a lot to do with the energy.
Someday we'll get a fun office. Maybe right there. But yeah. It's nice for me because I get more done working at home because my hours never end, but it works for me. Okay.
Oh, and I get to make up my own hours.
That's true. Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's pretty sweet, still being a full-time student, having class 3 days a week, and I'm here 2 days a week, and with FITM.
Yeah, because every semester her hours change, so when we're coming to the end, she'll just be like, hey, I'll let you know what my new class schedule is, and then we just kind of work around that. So it is definitely a good situation for a student if you can find kind of a more flexible, usually I feel like smaller businesses are easier to be more flexible in. Yeah.
And then, what else do I have? Okay, so since it's only two of us, I get my hands into everything. I
For better
love
or
it.
worse.
Oh, because I'm interested in some, like, just, like, I don't know, into so many things, and for me to just be able to, if she needs something done, I'll go ahead and do it. If this needs done, I'll do that. Like, I do product shooting for her website. I process orders. I'm really hoping to get into, once I graduate, more into like her photo shoots and styling and line sheets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even assistant designing, hopefully. That'd
Yeah.
be really fun to do.
I mean, so as a boss, I guess I am, but I don't feel like one. I try to like check in with her and be like, hey, what are you looking to learn? Like, where do you want me to put you? Because I mean, yes, she knows that like if there's a ton of shipping, like on a day like today, like that's what she has to do. But on days when there's more flexible, like I came into her on whatever Wednesday, and we did the social media calendar together, even though she was still doing shipping. So, because I know that, I mean, I've been in those jobs where like no one's interested in upward movement, or just like learning things, and it's so, I don't know, it's so boring. It gets stale.
Stuck so easy. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I try to make that a priority, but also it speaks to the fact that she's just down to do whatever.
No.
Hang on, we have a squirrel situation.
Roxy!
Roxy! I swear to God.
Oh, you think she'd have killed it? She killed a squirrel and she buried it.
Get back
She's
here.
in trouble. Look at her face.
Lay down. There's been a death in the office. We're in mourning. All this is staying in the cut, by the way.
This is my baby.
This is real life right now. She sees dead squirrels, all the stuff. So I don't know. I just thought, as when I was at FITM and looking for jobs, there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of barriers to finding a job in fashion or in jewelry or even in events and that kind of stuff. So I wanted to have her on here to speak a little bit to that. Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Well, I love maca coffee and I love working with a dog.
Those are our final thoughts, people.
Final thoughts.
KFC famous bowls. All right. Peace.